what's good, fam? It's your girl Jazzy. Thanks for tuning into my channel. I am so proud of my town. Shawnee, Oklahoma just had a peace walk today, and we walked right on Main Street. We were led and joined by the Shawnee Police Department, and it was so peaceful. We had a great turnout, and so I'm hoping to share this clip with you guys, so if you weren't able to come, you could see it for yourselves, and to lead an example for the rest of the world, just to show everyone that whether you're a citizen or a police officer, no matter what race you may be, we can overcome these things with love and together. Black flags matter! Matter!
Black flags!
Black flags
Matter!
matter!
No justice!
No justice!
No peace!
No peace!
No justice!
No justice!
No peace!
No peace!
Going from 6 to 45 to who knows now. Like, that's purely God. And I thank you guys for being here. It's been definitely an overwhelming, draining week in organizing this, but at the same time, I wouldn't have asked for any pressure from God and having this on me, because every single voice, every single one of you matters. And I love every single one of you guys for showing up today. You guys, you heard this?
Yeah.
All of you here. One voice can definitely stand, but a congregation that's undefeated. So this is definitely amazing. But I appreciate all you guys for showing up. I'm not gonna even bother to tell you the statistics or go into the 400 plus years of our people struggling with what they have, because I mean, that's what's being thrown in our face every single day. But I tell you that not only do we demand justice, but we demand love, because that's what's going to bring us all together, love. It is not about white versus black. It is everybody against racism in this.
Yes.
It's been hard. I lost my uncle last week. A very big guy in the community. Always there, and for any and everyone, did not matter what color you were or what condition you're in, he was going to be there at any point. And I was really stuck at that point, because I didn't know whether I should take my grief and put it to the side, or if I just let it happen. But I knew if he was here today, he would tell me that he wanted me to keep going, pursuing everything that I needed to. And here we are today, and I didn't stop, and I couldn't stop, because like I said, every single one of you matter, and this matters. So I put everything to the side, because right now my personal things don't amount to everything our people are going through. So it's all about love, and this is something that I wanted to see. Like, I don't live here anymore, but as I drove to Shawnee this one day, I was like, man, I need to gather my community. My community needs me. They need a voice. They need to be heard. And with that, it started from six of us, me and my little cousins, and then to 45 on Harrison, and then to now. This is truly amazing. And I truly believe it. This is going to go down in history. I want you to look at your children and tell them and show them that this new transition of the world we're going into, we're going to need them. And that's what matters. They are our future. I love that sign right there. It has all the names on there. Like, that's true. And I appreciate every single one of you guys, like I said, for coming out and supporting. But I'm going to hand this over to Gary Frazier, if you're willing to come up and
All right, Gary.
say a few words.
Man, first off, giving honor to God for this right here. Thank you, Tyree. 21 years old, right? 21-year-old young man organizing something like this. Right?
Yeah.
I went back and forth on what I should say when I got up here. Obviously, there's something happened, or else we wouldn't be here, right? So, I'm not even going to talk about that. We know what's going on. I'm going to talk about the positive things that have been happening, because I was so focused on the negative at first that it started to consume me, and who I am started to change. So I ask that of you. You don't focus on the negative things that you see in the social media or the news outlets, whatever it is. I ask that you focus on things like this. This is a positive move right here. This is good for our city. Somewhere, somebody ranked us as the #2 most dangerous city to live in. I don't know how that came out. Y'all don't look very dangerous to me. Positive things that have been happening. The police department, we posted a video. When somebody posted a fake protest that was supposed to come down Kickapoo. We posted a video. It got a good response. Reached out to Travis and I, police department, said we want to put together 9, 10, 12 members of the police department to sit down with you guys and listen to what you have to say. Just the fact that they are going out of their way to reach out to us so we can create the movement, reform, right? Yeah. They want to hear what we have going on. It's them reaching out to us. I didn't approach them, they reached out to us. So I was gung-ho about it. I wanted to get in and jump right in right away. Yeah, I'm with it. So I put together a group of men. Pastor Fields was one of them. All my brothers, Kadeem Gaines, Forest Street, guys I grew up with, other prominent members within the city, I thought. And they didn't really want to do it. And I understood. It was like, man, I don't want to just jump in this room because we all have personal stories to tell from when we grew up, of things that we experienced. So that's why the police officers want to sit down with us. What are some of the things that you have experienced growing up in this city, and how can we go about changing? So we got together as a group, sat down, had dinner. I think it was 10 of us in the room, along with Travis and Brandon Dyer. And we just shared stories and exchanged dialogue, talked about some of the things that we think should happen. And we came out of there better. And this Friday, we will sit down with the police department and put the questions on the table. So that's one of the things that is happening. Last Saturday, understand, I'm just a guy that's from here, Last Friday, Saturday, one of the president of Bank First called me and said it's one thing to protest police brutality or systemic racism, but I want to understand why the curve is so big within the banking system when it comes to loaning people money and all these things. I want to understand what's going on. He reached out to me. I didn't reach out to him. He reached out to me. And now, the same thing that we're doing with the police department, we'll do with all the high-ups in the banking system in this city. That's happening in your city, right?
Yes.
So the positive moves, the positive things that are happening, I'm going to quote Killer Mike right here. It's time to plot, plan, organize, strategize, and mobilize so we can create leverage, so we can create actual change. That's what it's about. It's one thing to point a finger and tell somebody what they should be doing, but it's another thing to create actual leverage so we can create a new system, a new change, reform, right? That's why we're here. So I'm not going to stay up here all day. I appreciate you guys and girls so much for coming out. This is what we need. This moves me in so many ways. I told my mom that I had the opportunity to speak out here, and she just gave me a history lesson over our city. When things were segregated, right over there, they had a thriving community of black members, a thriving community, grocery stores, corner stores, meat markets, everything was thriving right here. There's no reason why we can't do it together. There's no reason why we can't do it together. That's the message. So do what you can. I got a few more things. Sorry. Y'all get up here and get on the rant. I'm sorry. So specifically to our white allies, right? Specifically to our white allies. You ask, what can I do? What can I do? You wouldn't be here if you didn't want to see something change, right? You hear us. You hear us talking. You hear us crying. It's not for the oppressed to cry. The oppressed have been crying. All right, what can you do? This is the time that you vote the people in who can help make that change. The people who stand for us, right? If you recognize recognize that there's somebody downtown or the high ups that don't need to be there. Get them out, get somebody else in, right? That's the things you can do. You can write letters to your commission. You can write letters to your mayors. You can vote the right mayor in. You can put the right people in city commission, right? Okay, specifically to my sisters and brothers, my black community that has been a part of Shawnee, I've seen all the ups and downs that the city has to offer, right? I've seen all the ups and downs that the city has to offer on every end. What can we do? It's not us. It's the little ones. So promote education, learn laws, right? Put them. I can't complain about a system when we have nobody in color at the high, at the up, right? We don't have a black DA, right? We don't have nobody is high overseeing these things. Okay, so we can't complain about the things that we want change. We want actual change. We got to get people of color in some of these positions, right? That's our job. That's our duty. All right, I thank you all so much for coming out here.
All right, next victim. Where's Mr. Bolt? Where's Mr. Bolt? There he is.
Thank you guys so much for coming out here today. I'm going to be really fast. I met Tyree probably 2 or 3 weeks ago. He and I sat down and talked for about an hour, and I could very easily see what a remarkable young man we had here from Shawnee. I mean, look what he's done here, and done it the right way, and that we really ought to appreciate. So I really don't have a lot to say, and I told Tyree pretty well what I'm going to say today, is that as a white person standing here in front of you, I can tell you that I absolutely 100% believe that Black Lives Matter. And then the other thing I want to say to you, again, as a white person, is I recognize it's time for me to shut my mouth and listen and learn.
Thank you, Mr. Bolt. Like I said, guys, this is only the beginning. Do not think that this rally is just a big event that is going to suffice what we're going through, right? This is only the beginning, and this is only going to continue to grow. So, as a community, as humans, we tend to really retaliate in human form, right? So, if something's done wrong to us, we retaliate doing the same thing. But 2 wrongs do not make it right. And it seems as if through the human form we react with whatever violent act is put toward us, we have a violent reaction. And as a nation, as a community, we need to reassess our reactions to certain things. It's as if you be more like the human man that sits in the throne, or do you be like Christ who put every single one of us here, right? So as a community, we all need to stand together with love, and love is God, and that is the true answer above all, because everything will be solved through love, and once every single face in this world hears that in this world is when this kingdom will start to rise, and there will be nothing. I mean, that's clear. It's clear as day, and like I said, I appreciate every person that is here. I'm seeing faces that I haven't seen since high school, or it's been years. But for me, definitely coming back to this community and gathering and being able to do this, it's more than any award. It's more than any championship I've ever won in my life. And this is where it counts, and this is where it starts. So I want every single one of you guys to talk to someone that you've never even met, have a conversation, and just hang out. We have waters over here. We have, pretty much everything you need, but I just want you guys to have a conversation with someone that's here and get to know them and look from a different perspective than the bubble that you grew up in. And that's where it starts, and that's where we'll continue to gain leverage in this nation and in this community. But I love every single one of you guys, and like I said, it doesn't matter Latino, black, white, it does not matter. This is the start. This is the start of a congregation rising, and right before our eyes, and it's going to be settled, and we will see the other side. So thank you guys. I appreciate you.